So tell us a little bit about Paul, who you are, how'd you become Paul, and about just a quick brief summary of yourself.
Yeah. Appreciate you having me on, Various. This is cool. Anything to support the IE.
Yeah.
As the CEO of KIGT, Cuba Green Tech, Cuba Green Transit, Cuba Green Team, it's an honor to represent the Inland Empire. My name is Paul Francis. I grew up in the city of Ontario. Our business is located in Ontario. I live in Rancho Cucamonga. Our first big project is in the city of Riverside with the university there. So it's extremely cool to say we are the first and only African-American utility-approved electric vehicle charging station, original equipment manufacturer in the world.
In the world. Dude, that is huge. Because you didn't just say in the IE, and that's what I'm thinking. Or you didn't say in California or the United States. So that's freaking awesome. This is why I wanted to.
In the world, Craig.
In the world. Yeah, there. I get the Friday reference, bro. Let me ask you one thing about KIGT. So tell me, what was the spark of the startup of you getting going with KIGT? What's the story behind it?
Yeah, as a youth, I always felt I would be a part of something bigger than myself. Starting with collegiate athletics, and now the opportunity as an entrepreneur to contribute to our earth, to our community. And that's what KIGT enables us to do, right? We are at the nexus of energy and mobility. And no matter what, people will need the lights on and will need to move their bodies. And for me, I'm just fortunate enough to work with brilliant people because this opportunity started 10 years ago and it was in the middle of a recession. And when you're young and you're in college, you have to consider your future often. And so for me, it was, how do I pick a pathway where it's recession-proof? And pandemic proved us true because we're still here.
Yeah. So you guys started around the recession time or what?
2008, I had my daughter. We're in Vegas. I went to UNLV. I no longer played collegiate sports and I was an entrepreneur. As many of you have been involved with or have been kind of approached with a multi-level marketing opportunity, I was doing that as well as the youngest host promoter at the #1 hip hop nightclub in America. And I was also in school as well as a timeshare guy trying to get you to go to the timeshare. Hey.
Hustling.
Been working at 24 Hour Fitness. So in Vegas is where we got the hustle. And from there, the opportunity came from, look, what's it going to be when my daughter was born in Vegas that will allow us to have a future for forever? And
nice.
Our mobility and energy, because I'm third generation energy. My grandfather worked for Westinghouse. Westinghouse was the first investor in Nikola Tesla. You guys all may know you have Tesla Motors, but more so the standard that we're on in our electricity in our homes is alternating current. And that was Tesla juxtaposed to Edison, who like direct current still today. We're on the pathway that Tesla and Westinghouse had. My grandfather worked for them. And coincidentally, my mother worked for Edison for 20 years.
Nice. So moving into this sector of the tech and the clean energy from where you were just straight up hustling. I mean, how large of a jump was that for you?
Crazy, man. So I'm coming from the nightclub business.
Yeah, I know. That was a straight up hustle, man.
The fitness industry, hospitality industry, and now I'm in energy.
Yeah.
The multi-level marketing company we are part of was involved in deregulation back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Wholesale energy and telecom.
Okay.
Now, the charge stations you see behind me as the only manufacturer of level 2 chargers in the world that have credit card swipe and insert with a vertically integrated software network.
We're going to get more into that.
Nexus of telecom, because we have to be smart.
Yeah.
And energy. So back then it was deregulation. And what I learned through the multi-level marketing was that you have to have hustle. But more than that, people want options.
Yes.
When you're looking at becoming an entrepreneur and making a pivot, you have to understand options is what creates a market. And that's where we saw the opportunity.
I love it. So let's go a little bit in depth with KIGT. Tell us what needs and how you're meeting those needs with what products you guys have. And are there any others in the space who are doing what you're doing? Like Peter Thiel might say, do you have a monopoly?
No monopoly yet.
Okay.
However, our competitors are setting the market cap for KIGT to come in and take advantage of that.
Ah, yes.
You have ChargePoint, who I once was a reseller for back in 2010 to 2013, when we were working with cities, demonstrating vehicle to grid technology. That's when an electric car can provide power for a home.
Yes.
Why I'm still in this. When you talk about kids in Africa needing power, I discovered we can do that. We began doing demonstrations with cities. We began to show them where the value is with electric vehicles and the charging.
Yes.
However, charging was not as sophisticated and smart. So when we made that pivot, we understood that we have an opportunity to be part of a market that's growing, allow the leaders to get the market cap of billions of dollars, 10 billions of dollars, then create a product, but not product, a service.
Yeah.
Service that can now be comparable, competitive, so that we're able to provide more affordable and accessible clean fuel and energy to our customers.
Nice. So in that case, it's not always good to be like first in the market either, because those guys are paving the way for you guys. Tell us a little bit more about the actual vertical integration of your product and what you guys are offering from maybe a high level view, you know?
Tesla, billions of dollars, vertically integrated.
Yeah, yeah.
Apple, billions of dollars,
vertically
integrated. BP Oil.
Oh, forgot about those guys.
Vertically integrated.
Wow.
So at KIGT, we understood to control our own destiny. We not only had to make our own hardware so we can dictate terms, get the chops and experience to understand interconnection with utilities, to understand power flow, supply chain, but software when enabled the flexibility to compete at a high level. So at our chargers, we are the only level 2. Level 2 is the 220 that your washer and dryer is on. Like multiples times faster than your wall outlet.
Yes.
When you add the credit card swipe, we're the only one in the industry with that, with software. And then our chargers are able to dictate the bi-directional flow of a car, providing power to a building. So without getting too technical, understanding that we can include that and own our hardware gave us the chance to be in the class of a Tesla or an Apple or
wow. Now, let me ask you one thing. This is probably just in the same realm of what you're offering. Is there machine learning that helps to, I would say, optimize the electric usage that you're using, like machine learning AI? I've heard of companies who are doing something like this, you know? So, but do you guys integrate that type of a thing?
You almost have to, you know?
Okay. Yes.
Everything in the world is going to that. And if you're not developing something that can participate in the connected world and the machine learning and AI, you're antiquated.
Yeah,
So,
right.
Right. And when you look at the vertically integrated component, the sleek design of our manufacturing, right? So our box can go in any design because we do our own metal fab. When you look at the machine learning component, you're talking about having the capability to communicate with cars.
Yeah.
In California, Edison, the Department of Transportation.
Yeah.
Rising because there are networks.
Yes.
What you have to have is the ability to do dynamic charging. We're secure. We're not as vulnerable when you're connected because we're the only 4G charger and we're doing projects where we can figure out how to become 5G.
Right.
So that you're also a leader in contributing to grid resiliency and energy efficiency. So if you have 1 million cars, various plugging in right now online, did you know that we don't have the capacity for that in America?
No way. No, I didn't know that.
So, I mean, think about it right now in Northern California, you have these fires, natural disasters, sometimes in California and Fontana with winds. You might be familiar out there in Riverside. We have brownouts, blackouts, especially.
I know. We had one last month.
Yeah. And so now try to imagine 1 million cars plugging in all at once, receiving the same power to wash and dryer needs at the same time as they have their air conditioning on in the summer.
That overwhelmed the grid, yeah.
And the neighborhoods that will receive that brunt of that additional load that we can manage are not Beverly Hills or Rancho Cucamonga. Be Ontario. It'll be Oakland, Richmond, South LA, where we have church projects now. And so what machine learning does in our technology is to communicate with the grid, maybe reduce the amount of power all the cars are receiving at once so that we can stabilize it. We receive grant funding from the state of California and the Energy Commission.
Nice.
Just that at UC Riverside.
Yeah. Wait, you say, what about it? UC Riverside? Say that one more time.
See, you're good.
No, we don't have to go into there yet.
You're good. We had a call with them this week.
Oh, yeah? Oh, dang. Okay. This is coming full circle.
Have you ever seen Stand By Me? Was the movie...
Lean on me. Oh!
I was Crazy Joe this week.
Oh! I love
Crazy
it.
Joe.
Come on.
I was Crazy Joe. However,
we have to get the full story on a future interview. I'm telling you, because I love the story. You told me about it, but we can't fit it. You got time constraints right now.
Future interview because I have project constraints and we're trying to get things done.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
okay.
What I will say is working as an African-American CEO, co-founder in tech has various challenges, and what we have to figure out collectively as humans, as a community, as a region.
Yeah.
Just work together to understand communication.
Yes.
Side is its own county. We're in San Bernardino County, but the Inland Empire, as you know, contains both.
Yes.
So working with a top-notch university like UC Riverside that has a megawatt of solar and battery storage. We have chargers there that has been there for 3 years.
Yes.
Received Energy Commission funding as a collectively together to demonstrate cars that are wireless charging and facial recognition and
so good. Yeah.
Duty shuttle electric vehicles are providing power back to UCR's research facility. We're doing that with them, but with mission and groundbreaking opportunities comes challenges.
New challenges.
Implement is involved. And so the reason why Crazy Joe had to come out is because we're all trying to figure out and understand each other's learning and communication styles.
Yeah, I love it. The Inland Empire startup ecosystem industry is tremendously fragmented. A few top-tier hubs, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and San Diego, are well covered by media, events, and data platforms. Finding reliable information relevant to startups or the tech industry in the Inland Empire is extremely difficult. As a result, startups can't scale fast enough. Investors are having a hard time finding the right deals, and corporates can't find the right companies to partner with for their innovation activities. Startempire Wire, the leading Inland Empire startup publication, is providing the Inland Empire startup ecosystem with the most accurate, engaging business and financial data, events, and news. Our reach of entrepreneurs, C-level executives, angels, VC investors, startup employees, key management at innovative corporates, and big tech is the solution for your B2B or B2C needs. As we build out our platform, we're looking for partners. This is your opportunity to get in on the ground level. If you're looking to align yourself with the local and growing startup and tech ecosystem of the Inland Empire, we have created the platform to get your name noticed and the opportunity for you to grow the recognition of your brand. Contact us today for availability and pricing options. We look forward to our partnership with you. I wish I would have been a fly on the wall in that meeting, man. Well, this is a segue though. It segues into, tell us a little bit about the growth of your startup. Like, what were some of those growing pains as you got to where you are today? Tell us a little bit about that.
It was the decision to become an OEM, an original equipment manufacturer, as well as having your own software platform.
That's huge. Just the software by itself is a big thing, but then OEM as well.
That's tough. And coming from a region that is now recognized from tech. So when you talk about machine learning and things we're wanting to do, we're fortunate that we're part of Clean Tech San Diego Incubator, which is part of the whole Southern California region.
Yes.
Fortunate that Southern California Edison is a great contributor to innovation in terms of energy and climate tech. We received the Clean Energy Champion Award from them in 2019.
That's awesome.
They approved our product. Then they set the standard in the country, right? If Southern California Edison in California, the climate tech leader, approves your product, they have the largest service territory. The rest of the country recognized you with validity. And that's what they did for KIGT and recognized our product. So here you see the largest single site installation at the county fairgrounds, and our construction project management crew did that. And so nice. Barriers that it took to get to just this point today was proving that we had the chops, the experience, the team to know how to get stuff done, that understood project management, construction, permitting, city relationships, as well as controlling your own destiny with your own hardware, manufacturing. We're 100% American assembled, 95% all of our parts coming from America. Generation product 3 times faster will be 100% American, made from parts to assembly. And the challenge, it's how do you develop a company that's self-sustainable with limited resources? Because the facts are the facts and the numbers are real. Men lie, women lie, but numbers
don't lie. Jay-Z.
When you're a minority, the funding traditionally, as well as venture capital, often isn't there. Get to the point we have the chutzpah. Has been the challenge to get here, but it's been well worth it because now we control our own destiny. And we haven't been venture capital funded yet.
That's awesome. So that climb, that struggle was worth the struggle to get where you are now. Now, where you at, what are current needs? What's on the table? What is KIGT? What is KIGT like? What are your needs for KIGT?
At Keep It Green Tech, we talk about innovation. The Keep It Green team talks collectively about providing jobs and economic empowerment. And Keep It Green Transit, we discuss how we partner with mobility companies to help move people more efficiently while we're reducing carbon emissions so that folks have more electric vehicles that are able to create clean air, especially for underserved communities.
Yeah.
All that being said, our mission, our motto is to reshape 100 years of human habit. So we've been fortunate. We just got asked to do a project at a historically Black college.
Nice.
Projects at faith-based organizations at a church called Victory Baptist in South LA and McCarty Memorial in South LA.
Nice.
Hollywood. We're doing projects here in Ontario where we're working with one of rideshare providers to create an experience for people to charge your electric vehicle somewhere safe. That's like a cafe with the Apple tech vibe with the warmth of a Starbucks. And we're doing that.
Nice.
Disadvantaged community within an opportunity zone so that folks with affluence that have electric cars have somewhere safe to feel. Nice. And these communities that usually get left out or they're forgotten because tech doesn't happen there first. See, it's here for them. And when you bring in workforce and job training and entrepreneurship, we need people with blue collar experience installing these chargers with electric, right? With that qualifications, we need blue collar workers who are IT folks to make sure chargers are connected to networks.
Yeah.
You know, students from UC Riverside and Cal State San Bernardino and some of the, you know, American West colleges in Ontario in the city where we're at, where we're putting our first E-station, you need these people to do the white collar work and the STEM and the programming.
Yeah.
For us, it says, hey, look, let's start in the community. This is not novel. The future is here today. We live it every day.
Today.
Show everyone how we can collectively get this done with folks who are often people who are early adopters, and we can scale it across the country and even the world.
I love it, man. So tell us your short-term goals, and then like your immediate goals within the next year or two, then your long-term goals, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years.
In 10 years, the plan is to be a Fortune 10 business globally.
Okay.
To be a global energy provider, mobility provider, not just in North America, but emerging markets like Africa.
Yeah.
Emerging markets like India.
Yeah.
We decided to go to Japan in March for a World Energy Festival. We're presenting. We received a grant from the state of California to go. So our plan for the future is to install over 1 million EV chargers in homes and at businesses and universities and work convention centers.
Yeah.
And that we're able to help electric cars provide power and electrify the world with our technology. In the short term, we're to raise $100 million so we can install over 100,000 commercial chargers.
Yeah.
America with these E-station plazas and provide jobs for over 5,000 people across the country as technicians, as manufacturers, because our goal here within the next 2 years is to manufacture up to 1 million chargers a year here in the Inland Empire, where you happen to have the capital of the world. You have the production and industrial facilities with the manufacturing buildings to do that.
Yes.
Like the 15 and the 10.
Yes.
Contribution to our community and our region is to provide jobs, electrify where we're at, give opportunity to underserved communities. And in time, we reshape 100 years of human habit together.
I love that. and from what I understand, the Inland Empire actually has more infrastructure for this type of stuff to happen than really any other area in California. From what I understand, I might be wrong, but that's pretty awesome.
It does. Like, that's why my daughter stays here in the Inland. There's opportunity. It goes unsaid often that San Bernardino is the largest county in America.
Right.
And with that, You include the Inland Empire with Riverside County.
Yes.
Humongous, we have the University of California, Riverside. We have the Redlands University.
Yes.
State San Bernardino.
Yes.
College, San Bernardino College, Riverside College, the Claremont colleges, which are almost Ivy League schools.
Mm-hmm.
Have so much talent here in the Inland Empire.
Yeah.
Look at real estate. We're in Southern California. It's so beautiful. We're 35, 45 minutes from LA, 90 minutes from San Diego, 3 hours, 2.5 hours, depending on how fast you go from Las Vegas. We have surrounding us.
Yeah.
Real estate is half the price as Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So emerging business, you have warehouses. Developers are building office spaces here. We have an arena. We have Ontario International Airport, San Bernardino International Airport.
Yes.
Train metro stations that take you into LA.
Yes.
The airport that hosts Amazon, which has a hub, FedEx, which has a hub, UPS, which has a hub, and China Air flows through here.
Yeah.
So the arena has here. We have the second to third largest mall here at the Mills. We have the interstate.
Yes.
Look at where we're at. The Inland Empire, baby, is ready to become the Green Empire.
It's ready. It's ready. I love it. So tell us where people can find you, Paul, where people can find information about KIGT on the internet. And I mean, like, you know, even if they, you know, if they are interested in like meeting up with you or investing in you, how can they find you?
Well, we are the only KIGT in the world. We know it's a made-up word, but it gives us an excuse to talk about it. So when you type it into Google, we're the only one who pops up.
That's awesome.
We're on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter. On Twitter, we are KIGT Inc. On Instagram, we are KIGT _Inc. On LinkedIn, we are just KIGT KIGT. My handle on Twitter is I am Paul Francis, and that's the same on Instagram. You can find us, check out our KIGT All Access videos, gives you a behind the scenes look on how we make things, where we go, who we're working with, and you actually get some insight on the climate tech world that you may not have seen before.
Yes.
Site is KIGTINC, KIGTinc.com.
Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, be sure you check out Paul, check out KIGT, Keep It Green Tech, and just dig into what he already is offering to you guys and investors. If you're looking to invest, I'm pretty sure he's always open to offers.
Oh, we're always raising capital, baby. You know that, Barry.
Yeah.
Always raising.
Yes, always raising. And so,
just to let investors know and everyone, KIGT operates on revenues. So if you're wondering how do they do this without venture capital money, we have customers. We've done projects like LA County Fairgrounds, Southern California Edison, the University of Texas. We just submitted grants for $13 million in non-diluted grant funding with the state and California. And down the pipeline, we have some cool projects like the San Diego Convention Center, where we will be the only chargers there. So KIGT's coming to a town near you, baby.
Real big. So guys, make sure you're checking out KIGT. And I really appreciate you for coming on to the Startempire Wire, Paul. I know this is our first interview, and you know we're gonna have future ones because there's some things we want to talk about a little bit further. But thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank you. And like our CTO, Jonathan Stevenson says, we're all out here to solve human issues, not robot and technical issues. That's why we appreciate this opportunity, Various, to share and discuss how we're going to reshape 100 years of human habit with you.
Appreciate it, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tune in next time to the Startempire Wire Founders Podcast. Thank you for listening today. Peace. All right.